Hello everyone, welcome. I'm Zelda Kelly, and this is episode 48 of Seeing Crime. And unfortunately, I feel we have another crime case right on our hands that has just happened a few days ago, and that is for dear Enrique Delgado Garcia. Now, most of you have heard about him and have read his stories, and I know there's a lot of people reporting on him right now. And frankly, when there's something new that comes out like this, I really try to back away a little bit and not get so much info because I want to get my info from here, if that makes sense. I'm sure as this goes on and as we get into more investigations and we get into more information coming out, believe me, I'm going to keep you up to date on readings and so on and so forth. But I also like to deal in facts and not fiction in a case if I can. And, there's a lot of misreporting out there. So, with that being said, let's get started and welcome. And before we go any further, please do me a favor and subscribe and hit that like button, okay? Do me that favor. And I have a couple of announcements. Because of you, and I'll tell you what, I love this community. And if you're new here, welcome, welcome. Come on in. Join the party. Because of you, I have reached over 700,000 views. When I get to 1 million views, I'm going to do a giveaway. So I've got 2 giveaways coming up. The first giveaway is for when I reach 7,000 subscribers. And what do you get? Well, I'm going to be giving away to 2 very lucky people a Kipper deck. These are brand new in the box, and they are full size, and they're beautiful. I did peek inside. I wanted to make sure that they're okay, and they are. So, with that being said, and then I'm also going to give away a video reading with 2 questions of your choice. Now, this is not sponsored by YouTube. This is sponsored by True Oracle and myself, and there we go. Now, the giveaway for the 1 million views will be for a 2-question video reading with me, and I will send you the link to the winner, and it's because of you guys, okay? I just want to say that. I love you so much, and I want to thank you so much for being here. If it weren't for you, well, we would not be doing what we're doing, and we're gaining ground, and that's what it's all about. So thank you so much. All right, let's introduce the cards, and let's get started on Sweet Enrique. We have the Kipper deck here that we're going to start and lay a foundation with. I have a Mythic Tarot, which I know all of you enjoy. You all know the Vintage Tarot. We all know the Fire Element Cartomancy. We have the Hidden Element Cartomancy because I want to see what's hiding around things. We've got more here off the table. We've got the Piotnik deck. I have the House of Zelda cards, and we may even find out what lies beneath if we have time. I'm going to lay out some cards a little differently today. You're going to see that. And I think this story, and this is what I like to do when a story first breaks, just like this one. This gentleman was a recruit for the Massachusetts State Police, and it is said that he had an accident, I'm going to put it that way, during a recruit training exercise, a boxing exercise. Unfortunately, he had some massive injuries. Head injury from the back of the head, and so massive that it knocked all of his teeth out. Now, that's scary. That is scary. So let's see here if we can pick up what's going on. I don't know if there's any investigation. Right now, they're just saying it's an accident. And please keep your family, his family, in your prayers. Okay? So, let's get started. We're going to clear the decks here. We're going to get started, and we're going to lay out some cards. And we're going to see what's going on. I want to see what's going on. I know you do. So thank you so much for indulging the introduction there. Let's get started. This is, friends, what is happening with the Massachusetts State Police? And I mean, it leaves you just speechless. And there was a wait time, too. I don't know, there were several minutes before 911 was also called, which is suspect in my mind. All right, here we are, my darlings. Now, just know, I do shuffle before we start, but I also like to shuffle so you can see me. Here we go with the Kipper deck. Family room. Expectation. Marriage. Now this is for Enrique Delgado Garcia. Community. Putting these to the side. Now we're going to lay out these. The Mythic Tarot. The Ten of Wands. The Three of Swords. Indeed. This card, when I hold it up, King of Pentacles. I know who this king is. He's been showing up, and the Empress. Look how pretty she is. Putting this to the side. Now, I'm going to lay out this vintage tarot, and then we're going to build on what we've got. And we're going to get started from there. I want to see what confirmations we have, and I believe we're going to get them. The Nine of Cups. The Two of Cups. The Knight of Swords. And the Six of Pentacles. All right, let's get started before we've got too much here to build on, and then it becomes too much. I'm going to move these down for a minute. Enrique, 25 years old, bless him, a family man. This is something that he's always wanted to do, and he had great expectation, and so did his family. There was a commitment here from him to be able to do this, and he had the support of not only his friends, family, but his community. But now the community is going to get together on his behalf because there needs to be some answers. So we've got a foundation here and a little story that the energy is telling us. Now we're going to go forward, putting these down. This Ten of Wands, and I do have my little pointer today. It's not staying behind, and no, there's no Mercury retrograde, so I don't have any reason to blame it, okay? So, you see, this gentleman is entangled in this web of fiery wands, and a ship has been beached. Basically, look at it. Just run aground. There was an involvement in something, and he was not aware of it. There was a decision. This is a card of decision making and believing to be moved on. The Ten of Wands. The tens are the end of a chapter, and unfortunately, it's poor Enrique's end of chapter. But he met with a very fiery ending. And quite frankly, I think that it happened so quickly, he probably didn't know what was happening. But this is an entanglement. You see, oh, what a tangled web we weave when we are involved. Yep, with what is deceiving. And so there's going to be some information come out. Take a look at that. But this is really something. I want you to see this. This is a Three of Swords. I don't need to say anything, do I? This Three of Swords is not only communication, but it is considered heartbreaking. This is the sword. This is the card of heartbreak. And look, of the pain that is inflicted on this person. My darlings, you can't make this stuff up. This is what's coming out. The King of Pentacles. Now, when I say I know who that is, I'm just going to tell you. It is the Josh Levy FBI daddy. And I'll bet you 10 to 1. I mean, they're already en masse, right? They're already there looking at things. I mean, what's one more? Just add Enrique to the list. What's one more? And I can bet you this is something that he's really going to be looking at, because this, you know, the governor now has made a statement, and, you know, there's too much foul play, in my opinion, for him not to get involved. And I will say this once again, disclaimer, I'm just going on what the cards give me. I'm not law enforcement. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a doctor. I'm a card reader. And I'm going to take the information that the cards give me. Now, this Empress. This is a card of a new beginning. Now, I know that sounds like it's a little off, but there is a new beginning, because this was the end. You see this card here? This Ten of Wands. So we have the end, and we're going through this, it's explaining all this, but there's going to be a new beginning. What new beginning? The community, people, the public are outraged at what is going on, and they're calling for investigations. There will be a new beginning of that, and we're going to see it. But I'm interested in knowing who is going to be investigating. Do we have anybody that we know that they're going to put on this that isn't under any type of investigation? And I want to know what the ME is saying. I mean, we've got MEs now that are making maybe wrong decisions and maybe intimidated, and that might be another video. Now, this is interesting because we have talked in the past about this particular card. It's the Yes card. It's the Nine of Hearts. It's the yes. It's the wish fulfilled, dream come true, and it's the manifestation card. And Enrique, this is what he wanted to do. 25 years old, he was about ready to enter into a brand new beginning of a new life, and it was cut short and abruptly. But when a card of this positivity lands near these negative cards, it becomes a card that changes the meanings. And that is, this now means that there were some games that were being played. And I'm going to be interested in seeing in the cartomancy part of this, there were some foul games that were being played. And that's the confirmation of it. Now, I want you to know this. Now, look, this looks like a loving cup. This looks like people coming together. Well, it is. But let's think about this for a second. This is, and hold on, my darlings. I'm going to get something I think that I still have on my desk. Maybe I do not. I do not. You'll have to take my word for it. This is the staff of Hermes and the caduceus. Now here in the United States, this is the symbol of medical. This lion above is a truth symbol. It's power, but this lion also indicates strength. The two people coming together with these cups, it doesn't always, and this is really, a lot of people, when this comes out, people think, oh gosh, it's a love story. They're coming back together. It's negotiating reconciliation. It's coming back together. But in this particular situation, look what we've got here. It is people coming together to figure out what this medical situation is. Now, a little bit more for those of you who really like to know what these cards mean. And this is really putting the story together. This lady here is dressed in the robes of the high priestess. We may see her come out. All water in the tarot comes from the high priestess. It flows from the high priestess. What does that mean? It's a symbol of truth. Now, this young man is dressed in the outfit, if you will, of the Fool card. The Fool, as you can see in this, is a new beginning. The Fool means you're wiping the slate clean and you're starting over. So with these two coming together with medical symbols and everything else, this is everything pointing towards an investigation because of where it lands, and that it's going to be definitely a medical I don't need to be a psychic card reader to figure that out. But this is our confirmation that that will be happening. Now, next up, this Knight of Swords is racing, facing the things head on. And I think that we've got some investigators right now that are this week, because the family is just beside themselves and uproarious, and I would be too. Oh my goodness. But with this sword, and you know the swords are not only communication, but they cut both ways. A double-edged sword can cleanse and it can tear down. And with this being said, there's definitely going to be a lot of communication, but there's going to be a lot of people coming together in a rescue capacity. With this movement, this card is nicknamed the Lord of Wind and Breeze, meaning that he's, look at the movement. He is going into the wind. He's facing things head on. And that's what it's going to be. And look who he's on top of. Josh Levy. Now you see why I'm reading in this fashion when we have a first card reading. And believe me, darlings, this will be a series. I'm sure this coming week, I'm recording this on Sunday night, on the 15th of September. I'm sure this week will definitely be more coming out. This Six of Pentacles, this does not surprise me. It's telling us about Enrique. Enrique was a giver, and I even heard a story today that he would buy every girl that he knew flowers on Valentine's Day just so they got something, even if they didn't have anyone, or even if they did. What a fine young man that is. But there's a balance here. And now he was not only a giver, now he's going to be receiving. This case is going to be receiving, and look, it's on top of the new beginning. You see how this is unfolding here? All right, next up, let's see, what direction do we want to go? I'm going to go with the hidden deck. This may be a long one, my darlings. If you want to stop and pause it, go right ahead. Get yourself a drink. Get yourself a snack. We'll wait on you. Okay, Welcome back. Here we go again. Here we go. The Nine of Clubs. Look at this card. We can't make this stuff up. The Eight of Clubs. I knew that was coming. And the Eight of Hearts. The eights are very prevalent. You see, we've got 28. We've got an 8 here, an 8 here. Okay, we're going to put these to the side. Now come the fire element cartomancy. The Ace of Hearts. There. The Five of I almost said clover. Clubs. That does look like a clover, doesn't it? The 10 of Clubs. And another 8. We've got some 8s here. You see that? Now I'm going to put that to the side. Now I'm going to do one more. And I'm going to lay these Piotnik deck out here. We're getting a good story from the cards tonight, my darlings. Messages. The Lover card. And we're just going to say this is Mr. Enrique because he is such a lover. He's just a lovely man. A sweetheart. Okay? And merriment. I'm going to lay out another row of these. Anger. Can't make this up. Fortune. And a visit. That doesn't surprise me. Putting these to the side. Okay, my darlings. Moving these around so you can just pretty much see what they are. Now, I know you can remember what these other cards are. And we'll try to give it a really good go here. And I don't want to mess them up, so I just may use my pointer, if that's okay with you. I will hold up some of these other cards, though. This 9 of Clubs, and with all the clubs, that means something that has been earned. Enrique earned this spot. He earned the ability. He earned this. He earned it. But you see, there's something. We're going to hear something because this card, this Joker, not very pretty, is it? But look in the pile that he landed in. Kind of gives me the chills. Let me know what you think. This is telling me that there are going to be some secrets kept in his autopsy exam. I hope they don't cremate him. Because I think there's going to have to be some investigations, even more so. And you know what? The feds may just go ahead and step into this. I don't know. But I think if I were the family, I would say no to cremation. Because there's going to be a lot here. I do not know if the female is an ME or if that is the governor. But it's someone in some type of position here based on these two cards. This 5 of Clubs means that Enrique definitely made this investment. At what type of an investment? Investment of time. Because this Ace of Hearts here is a timing card. So we've got timing, investment of time, but that there's some secrets being held, and some very deep secrets as we speak, as you're viewing this right now. The deepest secrets ever. I'm just going to say, this may turn out to be somewhat of a sister case, mirror case to Officer John O'Keefe. Something that went wrong and was taken too far is what I'm getting. That's what's going to be the message. This Ace of Hearts also can mean the home, and we have the family room right here, which is also meaning of the home. But we have some messages. We're gonna get some news. We're gonna get some news. There may have been hazing, there may have been anger, there may have been, and certainly not started by Enrique. But we're going to start hearing some things, my friends. And this investment of time by Enrique, and look, just like John O'Keefe walked into this mess. These eights. I believe it's not only timing because of the Ace of Hearts that we've got over here, but I'm going to say we may hear something significant on the 24th coming about this month. So just in a few days, 9 days from today's date. This is the 15th of September. Now, what this also means is an infinite amount of, and definitely we've got 2 clubs here from two different decks. An infinite amount of time. However, I think Enrique knew that he was gambling with a situation, and it was not handled correctly. And how do we know that? Because there is an 8 of Hearts here. A disappointment. Because with 2 of these 8s gambling with the situation, not casino now, gambling with the situation, this can definitely mean, did he report, was somebody harassing him? Did he report it and it went unnoticed? And I think it was something that, of course, these people were having a good time, but it went too far. And a visit is coming forth. And I believe the visit is going to be from the feds. Now, what does this 10 of Clubs mean? The 10 of Clubs means, well, first of all, I think there's going to be a settlement with their family. With his family, I say there, with the family of Enrico. There's going to be a settlement with the state of Massachusetts, and this is the governor. And, she turns up to be about a sweetheart. That remains to be seen. And this fortune card means we're going to be, I believe there is going to be a settlement. Listen and wait and hear. And I think they're going to try to make it quickly so they can try to sweep things under the rug. Now, let me lay out some more cards. And we're going to see what's happening here. Let's see. What do I want to lay out now? I want to lay out some more of these tarot. Three of Pentacles. The Star card, which is also an Aquarius. The World card. And the 8 of Wands. Doesn't surprise me. With the 3 of Pentacles, Massachusetts is going to try to give us a statement of some type of foundation that they know what happened that this wasn't as bad as what it seemed. It came from a fall. I'm going to tell you something, my darlings. Here we go, Aunt Zelda with a story. I had an uncle back on the farm. Now, this was a few years ago. That was riding a horse, checking fence line. The horse got spooked by something. The horse takes off. My uncle couldn't control it, and instead of just trying to jump on, or off rather, my uncle just kept on and on and on with the horse. They finally came to this area with this huge ravine, very large, that it was just an immediate drop off. The horse jumped into the ravine and didn't make it. And my uncle hit so hard that it knocked his teeth out. And it broke his jaw, knocked his teeth out, just from the sheer force of all that, with that speed and now I'm not a physics person here. I mean, we need somebody like a crash daddy to step in, is my point. So the state is going to try to build a foundation that everyone accepts because of this star card. This star card is a seeking the truth, seeking blessings, seeking meditation, seeking balance. Seeking balance. What does this world card mean? Well, it means that there is nothing that goes unscripted, nothing that goes unnoticed. The four corners of the world and of the universe and of heaven knows exactly what has gone on. And the truth will be revealed, and it will come out, and it will come out quickly when it finally does. But I think it's going to be a minute, because I think, once again, this is going to be tried to be swept away, covered up. The family may get a settlement, but I think there's going to be conditions, and this will be a conditional settlement based on this 5 of clubs right here. Last but not least, well, no, it's not last. We've got one more deck after this House of Zelda card. Thank you. If you've made it this far, bless you. Unexpected. And look, we have an expectation of how things have, and this was Enrique expecting good things in expectation of going to this academy, if you will. I don't know if that's what they call it, but you know what I mean. But now there's some unexpected things that are about to come out, my darlings. 2 more cards from here. And contact is coming. Now, when it says contact is coming to you, it just means that who we are inquiring for, and it doesn't surprise me because looky there is a visit. All comes together, doesn't it? There's a new pathway ahead, and yes, this little Empress Mama I'm going to say this is so weird, and I could very much be wrong, and please don't judge me, but I hear pregnancy. Now, of course, Enrique can't be, but I'm hearing pregnancy. Now, I don't know if a family member is pregnant. I don't know if there's any. I'm just hearing pregnancy. I don't know what that means. It could mean it is a new beginning. So let's wait and see. And if I'm wrong, then I apologize. And I'm wrong. But I don't know what that means. Keep your ears to the ground, my darlings. Because this is spread out more than what we think. All right, these are the last of the cards. Gee, do we think they're going to try to sweep it away? Get rid of it? Of course. And we're not going to look at this right there. Hello. I didn't see that. My apologies. Scattered and broken and destroyed. Of course, this boy's life was destroyed. I'm going to put this card over there. Just like that. Just like that, it's gone. Divorce and breaking of contract. Now look, you don't have to be married to be divorced. You don't have to be married to break a contract or want to break up with someone or break away. It's a blanket statement. So what am I getting from this, my friends? As we think, as we thought, there's something fishy going on. This young man did nothing but look forward to going to this training. I'm going to say that. There was something planned and going on behind the scenes. And as we have seen throughout this reading, that there is definitely some bad actors and nefarious activity happening. And we can see it all, and I'm going to move these cards right here. There is a new pathway ahead. We're going to hear more of this. I can guarantee it. We're going to hear more. But we're going to be, I'm going to say, I believe that this will all center around the ME. And I believe they're going to try to have at least 2 autopsies. And I hope one is from an independent, and it looks like they're going to be pushing for that. And I do believe that DEA Sean Daddy may be involved in helping them get help, and I pray so. But look for the 24th. Look for hearing about money. They probably will do an undisclosed amount, which I would hope so, as a settlement. But as far as I'm concerned, you can't pay off for that kind of thing. But this one intrigues me because it's definitely telling us that there is something, games played, and not good games. For sure. Let me know what you think in the comments, my friends. I hope this is helping. This is the beginning of this. We're definitely going to be reading on this series for Enrique, bless his heart, and may he rest in peace and rest well with the angels, because people are going to get to the bottom of it. They've had their fill with these Massachusetts people that do not want to do the right thing. There are plenty that do. And, you know, it just really gives the good guys a bad rap. But, you know, keep the faith, because I believe that Josh Daddy is right around the corner. My friends, thank you so much. And please do me a favor. Like, subscribe. Don't forget the giveaways. Don't forget, we've got a lot of things going on. And if you want to come see information that I can't really talk about, come on over to Patreon. I'll leave a link in the description. And you're welcome to join this channel. I do little special things for members as well. But thank you. I just appreciate you being here and for allowing me to bring you this content. Stay tuned, my friends. There's a lot that's going to be coming out. You watch. But keep in mind, the 24th should be significant. Things can change. It's free will. But I think that we are going to be seeing an infinite amount of information coming out. God bless him. 25 years old. Thanks so much, everyone, for being here. I love you. Thanks so much. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.